Hello guys, this is Panzermeister36, and today's video is going to be a inbox review on this kit from Dragon, which is the StuG 3 Ausf with Zimmerit, July 1944 late production. It's got, you know, the fancy patent registered Dragon Zimmerit. They managed to get a patent on Zimmerit. That's interesting. And 1/35th scale, obviously. It says it contains over 600 parts, but I'd say that probably like 200 of that is tracks, because there's usually I know in a Panzer IV there's 100 links per side usually, and it doesn't come with the crew figure, and Dragon kits never do, but that'd definitely be something to add. On the side here we got the camouflage patterns that you can do. You can obviously do more, and I'm going to do a different one. But you got the standard just yellow winter camo. This one here, which is kind of like a ambushy style of camouflage. But I think that's actually like chipping or something, I'm not sure. No, probably not. And then this one that's showing the box art, which is no Schürzen, but it's got the standard camouflage of brown and green and yellow. Yep, and also back to the box art. That looks really awesome. The picture of the whole thing. The way it's drawn, you got like the clouds of battle stuff, you know. That's a really cool picture. Alright. Side box art again. This side we have the Zimmerit close up. There's the deck. You can see there's some photo etch for the grills, as well as the kind of like a racky thing here. They usually put some boxes and stuff on, you know. Over here there's the front of the hull, or the superstructure area. You can see the Zimmerit again there. It looks really nice. And we got the side of the superstructure here. I think the Zimmerit's down there even. Alright, so now let's open up the box and we'll take a look at the kit. I had trouble opening the box last time. There. Alright, so the instructions are at the top because I already opened it up. But like the instructions, here's the camouflage marking guides you got, and they're all unidentified unit, Western for 1944, except for this one, which is the winter one. And of course they're in the blue, but if you want to know what the colors are, they're on the side of the box. And it also kind of gives you a color, but it's not really a color that I use. I think it's like Humbrol or something, I'm not sure. Alright, now if we open up the instructions. We got, starting off with the wheels here, we got photo etch on the wheels. That doesn't look like a super complex construction, though. It's got the torsion bars that go all the way through, so you actually have like a working suspension, because you can actually like push the wheels down, they snap back up because you glue the torsion bar on the opposite end. So it's pretty cool. So it was the last time I did a StuG. I'm not sure if I'm going to recreate that actually, but actually yeah, you're going to have to do some work because the suspension arms are actually locked in, so the torsion bars don't really do anything then. Alright, and then we got over here, just working on the tools and stuff like that. Does not appear to be photo etched tool clamps, at least for the jack. But like over here, they're plastic bits. But they're probably still okay because Dragon's always really good with their tiny little plastic bits. Yeah, we do have some photo etch pieces going on, just like there's some of them along the bits here. I'll show you. You can see that there's going to be some photo etch. If you go down here, you see there's a couple of photo etch bits that go on. And stuff like that. And we got the tow cables, shows you how to put them on. Now over here we're getting to we got the tracks on that side over here. We got the commander's cupola and stuff like that. And the interior, which is basically just the radio sets and stuff like that, because you can't see the interior through much. Only got the commander's hatch. As you can see, the commander's hatch and the loader's hatch beside it there, so it's not much. If you put figures there, you're not going to be able to see anything really. So the interior is just the radio sets. on either side, and then you get the gun breech as well. Yeah, let's see what we got. Yeah, more photo etch and engine deck stuff. Photo etch for the grills on the engine, as you can see there. And then we got the breech over here, as well as the floor for the interior. Yep, looks pretty well detailed there. That would be nice if you can see that through the hatches. Probably gonna build that. And it looks like the barrel is one-piece slide molded, so it's not two halves, as you can see right here in step 16. And as the last step over here, we have the tracks, which are magic tracks. You can see their individual length. And you've got the bags there. One side's left, one side's right, because they actually are different. One side's got like a pin farther out than the other on the edge. And then we do the the Schürzen. And Mr. Forbes Hutton told me that the Schürzen are broken. That it's really hard to place the all of the mounting points. You can see basically you're supposed to like lie the Schürzen down and then put these on, but you can't really see where they're supposed to go because the Schürzen's kind of on top of it. So yeah. When I did the Panzer IV, it was really tricky, and some of them broke off. So if I do this StuG, I'm probably only gonna put a couple of Schürzen on, probably like 2 or 3, probably 3, I think. But yeah, that's something that you usually end up with a problem with Dragon. And after what Forbes had told me, as well as kind of what I've been thinking about, the bracket pieces for the Schürzen, you can see them. You have to basically glue on all these brackets. You can see up there, they're plastic bits onto the metal, because the Schürzen are metal. And then you have to like put those on the little like rails and stuff that you get along there. I think maybe you could actually just glue the brackets onto the rails and then just stick the Schürzen against it with the glue on like the back of the points, and then maybe that'll work better, but that might not. I have no idea. Yep, so that's the instructions. Now we're actually going to get to the kit. We're probably like 5 minutes in, I have no idea. Alright, so magic tracks here, 2 bags, 1 for each side. And here we have some more bits. Here we got clear pieces and an MG34. The typical Dragon MG34. It's got a separate piece in the top. I don't know what to call it, the flappy thing where the belt goes in. You can see that there's also got like a bipod over there that you can do both ways. You got the separate bit kind of down there. You can see it behind the plastic bit, and the machine gun's over here. Looks pretty well detailed. It's got all the little holes in the MG34. And then you got periscopes here. There's like, a bunch of them because the Commander's Cupola's got 9, I think, or something like that. You got the periscope here for the gun. And then a couple, like the driver's hatch there. And then 2 more periscopes up there. Now we look over here, we got these Schürzen plates. I think you get Panzer IV Schürzen plates actually, because I know they're not. Looks like it because you have 5 of them. You end up with an extra. As you can see, there's the whole thing. You also got these ones here, which are supposed to go on the top there because they like doubled them up, or like on the superstructure area, the higher up bit. And then we got the tow cable here, which is always nice. Decals here, and photo etch. Some of these are just like a lot of little brackets and straps and stuff like that. And that's the thing that goes along the back, like the little rail I showed you along the back. Then over here we have more photo etch. Let me get to this one. Alright. This one here looks like it has some wheels, because they always put some photo etch on their wheels, and their idler wheels for some reason. More pieces here, a couple of little brackety things that go along like the fenders, as well as the things on the bottom rear of the engine deck. It kind of sits underneath. And they got the grills there. So nothing too crazy with the photo etch. no tool clamps, but that's probably fine. I don't really like tool clamps with their foot, which it gets on my nerves. They're too fiddly. So first through here, we got the engine deck, as you can see there. The top of the superstructure, the fenders, and then you got, you know, like the front plate there, but then you also got the front plate there underneath with the Zimmerit on it. Basically, in this kit, you probably got the entire StuG plus the entire StuG with Zimmerit, with the exception of like the hull. You're not gonna get an extra hull. So you can probably build a non-Zimmerit StuG out of this if you want. So I'll zoom in on the Zimmerit detail. So you can see it behind there. Nope. Let's check on the engine deck here. You can see it looks really nice. And it's not perfect, it's kind of like messy, which is really cool. And makes it look nice because it's not supposed to be perfect. And now here you got the superstructure, as well as the gun with the breech and stuff like that in there. And then behind that you got the mantlet. Let's see if I can get the barrels in there. Alright, you can probably see the barrel. Right there. It's not a super long barrel because it's StuG, but it looks nice. It's one-piece slide molded, though you're going to have a point there where it's stuck on. So you're going to have to be careful when you stand that up not to like screw up the barrel. But yeah, you got like that. This is all the bits here for like the inside of the breech. And then we have the mantlet here. It also looks like you get the other mantlet, or at least maybe the side of it. I have another front piece in my other StuG set. That's the square mantlet, you know. And then behind this we have the, these are the rails for the Schürzen. So the things that go along the side of the hull that Schürzen are mounted onto, and all the little brackets and things like that you have to glue in the photo etch, they're all along here. So good luck if you're doing that. It's always irritating, but it does look nice. And the fact that these Schürzen are made of metal is always a good addition too, because then if you, well, because then it's super thin, you know. You also get an extra one, so if you mess up, you can do it again. So all the brackets here look very nice. They're quite small. See if I can zoom you in without the camera going all blurry. So you got like a bolt detail in there, you know. And next up, we're going to do the hull. I'll zoom you in on the Zimmerit here. Looks really nice. I like that Zimmerit. It's the waffle pattern, not just the horizontal line one. Try to drop it and break it. It's not a mirror image also, they're different on either side. Yep, so that's looking pretty nice, and that's where the vent I was talking about goes down there. But it's got good detail there at the doors and bars and stuff like that. And then we'll probably find some more details in here. This bag has more brackets for the Zimmerit. Not Zimmerit, Schürzen, am I saying? Then we have some interior pieces. There's more stuff for the gun assembly. That's like the floor. And we got this part is like the another reciprocator, whatever, recoil bits for the gun. Radio sets in here for the interior. They all look really nice, as you can see. And over here we got some more pieces. These are like the rear hull. This is the rear plate where the idler wheels go. And then that bit there is on the very back. I mean, that's where the fuel can thingy is. It's all the way in the back. I'm not sure if you're going to be using those pieces though, because they don't have Zimmerit texture on them though, but maybe there wasn't on the back, I'm not sure. So got some welds over here. On the side of that piece. Nope. Hopefully you can see that weld. It's really nice. And then over here is like idlers, and looks like suspension arms behind there, and the sprue. Can't really get in the shot with this sprue here behind this one here. Behind you can kind of see the torsion bars. You see, make sure, yeah, they're attached on a nice way so that there's a bit of gap. Because where the sprue meets it, there's also like a really thin bit before it meets the other wheel. So when you cut it, you can leave a gap there. You don't end up hacking apart the torsion bar when you cut it off from the sprue. Yeah, they've got like a nice gaps there between the actual sprue point. Like you see, what I'm talking about is, let's find an example right here on this one. You've got the part, and then the sprue, and then you got that long piece there, like the little thin bit. I was just building the BL10 ISU152, and those gaps were not that great, and I'd actually kind of like cut the sprue like here, and then like sort of hacking away at it towards the part, so I wouldn't cut off the part. Yep, so what do we got in here? We got the top of the hole, our superstructure area behind there. You see the hatches can be posed open. And then this here is the gun shield for the MG34, not photo etch, but this plastic is as thin as photo etch. Hopefully you'll be able to focus on that. I don't think it's going to cooperate, but the plastic there is quite thin. Focus. You can see them. Hopefully the gun shields there are very thin. Then you got like the mounts for the gun within the gun shield. And then behind that we got the return rollers and the drive sprockets. It's weird how all the wheels and drive sprockets and stuff are sent around dispersed around the entire kit. Torsion bars were in there, the sprue for there. Nice bolt detail on those. And Dragon has done a good job of keeping the attachment points, you know, on the teeth, not in the gap like they are on the BL10 ISU. Because it's kind of annoying to try to get in there and sand it off. So far this kit's looking really nice. And this review's probably very long. I'm trying to show you everything. Alright, tools and stuff. So we have the wooden jack block here, which is always really nice on the Dragon kit. Oh, sorry. Always looks really good under wash, and we got the fire extinguisher here. On the side we got like shovels and stuff, you know. The clamps are molded on, but they're really nice actually. Come on. There you can probably see now that the tool clamps don't look that bad. They're really nice actually. On the axe there, it looks good. And also I think you get a shovel without tool clamps on it. Or I don't think so. Nope, take that back. All the tools have tool clamps. Sometimes you get extra ones that don't have tool clamps, so you can just use them later for other things. So we got the little no-tech light or whatever it's called. The wire cutters and stuff. So here got the jack there, which is molded in. You got halves and like a bunch of other pieces for it, so it looks really detailed. There's the back of it. Really impressed by this kit. And we got the grenade launchers, I think, over here, part of them. Smoke grenades that go in the hull. On the like the superstructure sides. I keep saying hull. Alright, now it looks like the last sprue, which is the wheels. And some more engine deck bits. Alright, so what do we got here? The gun shield, which you're not going to be using. It's probably going to be using a couple of these bits here, like because we already saw you already one of those. That was Zimmerit. Not going to be using this extra armor front plate. Sorry, where are we? There we go. So not going to be using that. And we already know the front plate like this that Zimmerit on it, so probably not going to be using that. Maybe using this, but I don't think. No, does it have Zimmerit? Yeah, it shows Zimmerit there. So probably not that piece either. I'm not going to be using the gun shield here because it is like the small one. The mount that's controlled from the inside. So I don't think I'm using many of the parts on here. Mostly just the maybe the hatches, but I think we already did Zimmerit hatches. So Or didn't we have Zimmerit these? I don't even know what we're going to use in this sprue. Maybe just these pieces. For the, yeah, these weird little, like, exhausty things that I'm not sure what they are on the engine deck. And probably these bits, too, on the side. But not much of this sprue is probably going to be used. And then here we got the suspension, well, the torsion bars and MP40s on this sprue, because why not? So we got the wheels. And torsion bars. And then we got the more wheels over here. Those are the road wheels. And over here we have the drive sprockets. And these ones are, that's the type that are on the Ausf G, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Or no, it doesn't look like it, because you got an extra set of road wheels or drive wheels in there. So I don't know, maybe one's like an Ausf G, one's like an Ausf H or something. I know there's a second type they have in the StuG sometimes, so probably that's what they are. And they got the return rolls up here, and they got, like, you know, the words on them, manufacturer name. That's always really cool. And the idlers here. Then you get photo etch bits for them, just because that looks awesome. I don't know, it's like because there's like an extra ring around it. Then we got the MP40s here. They'll probably do something on the inside. It's a really nice looking thing. They always give you MP40s, but they never give you, like, they put on the side, but they never give you an MP40 like box of magazines to go inside, because MP40s never have magazines in them, so there's got to be some ammo somewhere. They never give you those in a kit, so I'm not sure how that works. And that's it. Well, that's it. It's quite a kit. Look at all the bits you got. So it says like, oh, 600 parts, but keep in mind, like, probably about 180 of them are going to be the tracks. And another, like, you know, you've got like another third of the kit molded in Zimmerit, as well as not in Zimmerit. Like my Panzer IV, you got the entire Panzer IV, like upper hull plates and stuff like that, and then the entire thing again with the Zimmerit. Yep. Yeah, see, you've got basically, yeah, see, you've got these things again, I showed you these. These things are on the engine, you got those molded in Zimmerit. Let's see, we got hatches over here molded in Zimmerit. These are the ones on the very front, or like over the transmission area. We got the rear. Sorry, it's kind of behind everything, but we got those occur on the engine deck too, where those little exhausty things come out of. These things. Those are molded in Zimmerit. Got the front plate there, molded in Zimmerit. And then we have the rear plate there. There it is. Molded in Zimmerit. And we have like more front plate bits. So basically the entire sides and yeah, looks like the entire sides and front and rear of the vehicle are all molded in Zimmerit. I don't think I showed you the Zimmerit on the superstructure. I'll show you that now. See, it's kind of a shame to use the Zimmerit, the Schürzen. Not ashamed to use the Zimmerit. Zimmerit's very good. So it's kind of a shame to put all the Schürzen on because you won't be able to seal it. Awesome Zimmerit. So that's the kit. Actually, you can see you're not going to be using the whole kit.